Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Leo!
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
61, matchbox, light. Ready?
On second down, Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this throw caught left side. 11 yards there, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
218, jump. Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert is going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Showing it. Showing it. Wide. Rock it.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, dude.
Hey, 52. Hey, let's get that ball, B. Let's get that ball.
Where's that?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That's it, baby.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Watch the earth.
Tighten up. Heavy weapon. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Turn it up. Check 99.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
General West.
Shit. Hey, switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking.
Come. Get it.
On 2nd down, Dobbins past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
58, right over there. Mike, 58.
Third down.
I'm here all day. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
I'm on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Come to my work. Check it out.
Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
53, Mike 53. Here we go. Watch twist. Hey, stand up.
On first down, Dobbins fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, echo. 6'6", pull it high. 53, Mike. You're trapped. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53. Time to go, night. Check 43.
Look, squeeze. Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one now?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through.
There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Good job.
A great play there. 47 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch